fantastic place to stay.
No noticeable swell, at least. Just a little bit of chop. Not too bad.
It is reported to be like super popular and super crowded. It's like houseboat central, what people say is the best ice cream in the area.
But there's probably been about 20 so far.
But there was only room for one boat, and we were hoping to get to the top of the wall too.
Hi, we're Jen, Elliot, and Ollie. In 2019, we left the United States and backpacked through 11 countries, all before deciding to come back home and try something completely new, pivoting into boat life. Our current adventure is America's Great Loop, a 6,000-mile journey through small towns, big cities, and the wilderness from the eastern portion of the United States, through the Great Lakes and Canada, and down the Midwest rivers, all aboard our home on the water, Pivot. Make sure you subscribe as we share our journey through the highs, lows, and everything in between.
Good morning. Good morning from Lock 32 in Buckhorn. Our last vlog you saw us go through a ton of locks, and then yesterday we didn't vlog, we just stayed at the wall in Buckhorn since we got a spot somehow. And we went to the local library and worked for like all day. Fantastic internet, it was awesome.
Today we are cruising down the Trent-Severn waterway towards Port Severn with no real destination in mind. We are hoping to find a nice spot on a wall, but besides that, who knows?
Vámonos. This spot is fantastic. Last night we had live music just at the bar over there, and then they have live music every week in the summer, every Tuesday. So it's a fantastic place to stay. We're super lucky we got the spot and super happy that we came here. And we have quite a bit of wind today coming out of the west. It's blowing like 10 knots and consistent and gusting higher. So that's one thing that's on our mind. And one of the things we've noticed with the weather patterns at this time of the year is typically it's a lot better in the morning here. The wind is not as bad. It picks up, it's the worst around like mid-afternoon, and then it tapers off in the evening. So that's, you know, obviously always check your forecast, but that's what we've seen. And one of the things that's on our mind is Lake Simcoe. We've heard time and time again, do not take it lightly. It can pick up really fast. So we are planning a good weather day, and that's like, it could be anywhere between our next cruise or a cruise in a few days. So now is the time to plan it basically. And right now it's looking like Sunday is gonna be a perfect day. Right now it's Friday, so that means we have 2 days to get there, and then we'll hit it in the morning just like we've been cruising.
I will forever remember Buckhorn as a place where we met so many of our Canadian followers. It was just perfect timing. We met Scott and Pat. We had Mark and his family aboard outnumbered, Olive and Ray, Dave and Kathy, and then we had James. We were so grateful to have the opportunity to meet so many wonderful people. Thank you for saying hi. We really appreciated it.
We're coming up to our first lock of the day, which is here in Bobcaygeon. We had considered leaving our last lock to come here, but it is reported to be like super popular and super crowded. It's like houseboat central. It's also the home of Kawarthas Ice Cream, and Kawarthas is this region, and it's what people say is the best ice cream in the area. So I don't know if we'll get a chance to stop in and see it, but it'll be cool going through. And they also have live music in the summers on Thursdays, which is pretty cool. It's Friday today, so we missed it, but we're excited to go through it.
It's a new day now. Don't refuse it. Get used to it. I'm through with old ways now. I'm through with it. So get used to it, honey. It's not up ahead, it's right in front of us.
Well, we just missed this lock through. They locked through a few small boats and we see them raising it, so we're tied up on the blue wall to let them know that we'd like to go through. And so we're gonna walk up, say hi, and then come back to the boat to walk through.
So far, we've only been walking through Bobcaygeon for about 5 minutes, but it is super cute. A walkable downtown with a main street. It seems to be a lot of touristy places, so like touristy, they're selling like pool floats, which would be more like lake floats, I guess.
I wonder if they have a lazy river.
They might have a lazy river. I think that's a thing in Canada. They just have lazy rivers everywhere. But yeah, it's super cute so far.
And they are locking down these 2 power boats. So we're gonna go back to pivot and get her ready. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect with respect to provisioning in Canada, but it seems like almost every single lock that's in a town, there's a food store, and really close to the lock at that. And then as for propane, we've seen that the Canadian Tire, which is like their local hardware store, which are all over, they have it, but we haven't had to fill it up just yet. So I'm not sure if they have it as well as Home Hardware, which is their other big chain across Canada. It doesn't seem that it's that hard to find. Let's go back on the boat. I'm coming too. Nice little pit stop, eh? And just like that, the lock doors are opening. Cool. That timing worked out great. All right, you can release the bow.
These clouds in Canada have been incredible. Like just the sky is so blue, the clouds just popping out, it's amazing. And it's still windy. Leaving Bobcaygeon, it's right back into the wind. Good thing is that there's not a lot of room for fetch and we're kind of just speeding into it. No noticeable swell at least, just a little bit of chop. Not too bad. We have made it to Fenelon Falls and the approach here was so cute. All the houses on the water, the boat houses, the cottages, it's really, really cool. And we're at our next lock, so we're gonna probably tie off a little bit as we wait. So it looks like we're gonna be waiting. Go from there.
Well, a lot of the boats that passed us on the previous lake we're waiting at the wall. Unfortunately, they were all really nice and moved up on the blue wall for us to wait. I presume this lock takes a while to lift and lower. It looks pretty huge. It is at least very protected, so we don't feel much of the wind right now, and I'm sure we're gonna feel even less once we're inside the lock walls.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Alright, now is on.
It's kind of peaceful when we turn off our engines at the locks. This one is a big lock coming up pretty high, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boats in here, but no rafting required. It's wide enough.
Don't want to do what?
Big lock, eh?
Oh yeah, this is a big lock. Big lock and a little bit of a hustle, like scurrying at the end to try and prepare
Nice.
our port side, but
There was space in Fenelon Falls, so we decided just to pull over, walk around a bit. We have absolutely zero plans, but yeah, this is not our final destination. We do need to put some more miles in today for tomorrow. But yeah, good job, Duckhands, Admiral.
we're gonna just take a little afternoon and walk around.
We stumbled upon a local farmer's market here in Fenelon Falls. It looks like they do it Friday and Saturday all throughout the summer, which is pretty neat. But we're on a hunt for ice cream, so we're gonna keep walking through this cute town. It is time for us to finally try Kawarthas Ice Cream. I got the key lime pie and the peanut butter chocolate. 2 scoops. Just the lick was already great. And we're right in front of the lock, so we're seeing boats go through. It's kind of fun.
And I got the Bordeaux cherry and pistachio almond, so I'm really excited to dive in. So we haven't been filming while we've been eating, but there's probably been about 20 so far. And the pistachio tastes like real pistachio, not like the pistachio flavor, which I really like. And the Bordeaux cherry tastes like real cherries, and there's really large chunks of the cherry in the ice cream, which I really enjoy. That's really good. Like, there's probably gonna be a 50 ice cream. It's so good.
The ice cream hit the spot.
Oh my gosh, it did.
Now we're gonna take a look at the plan, see how many miles we have to go. Because it's pretty windy right now. It's not like the most enjoyable cruising. And there's a brewery here, so staying wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So, TBD. Well, we have decided to keep moving on to the next lock, which is Rosedale. Supposed to be a really beautiful one. We are just waiting for one boat to leave the lock. Looks like they're looping. They're looping.
They're not looping.
They're not looping? Their bow flag looks like a loop flag.
Oh, maybe they are.
Yeah. Before we leave, it's a little bit tight channel. Wind's pushing us onto the dock, but it's kind of a little bit more towards the bow too, so it shouldn't be that difficult getting off. Knock on wood. Ready to go?
Good, nice little midday walk. Yeah. Quite a bit windy here on Cameron Lake right after Fenelon Falls, but we're here at our last lock for the day. A little bit of like finagling and figuring it out because we have a looper boat behind us. We left right before them and they were hoping to get to the top of this wall, but there was only room for one boat, so we were chatting about it and we were hoping to get to the top of the wall too. And they have some friends up there already, so I think that they worked it out with them to have room for both of our boats. And they asked the lock tender if we could poke out to the blue a little bit, which lock tender said it was fine, so that's what matters. It'll be nice ending the cruise a little bit early today. It's 2:30, and you know, just one more lock to go and one nautical mile. We started at 7:30. 7:30. So about 7 hours. I guess that's not a very short cruise. 7 hours. It's all relative when you're going trawler speed.
This is our last raising up lock. I'm not sure the technical term for the raising up part.
We go up one more time.
We go up one more time. This lock here is the final time that we'll be going up in the Trent-Severn waterway, which is kind of special. Then we'll just be going down for a few more locks. Throughout the Trent-Severn waterway, you go up a total of 568 feet. But that's a lot of elevation. That's really cool. And then we're gonna be going down 260 something feet. Pretty cool. Yeah. Stay there and then walk by. Yeah.
More minutes, so I'm not my good. Good job.
Good job. Excellent.
This is home for the night.
Yeah, it's a beautiful home for the night.
Not bad, eh?
Lovely.
This lock here in Rosedale is absolutely stunning. It's like very remote, and on this side of the lock, it's just an island. There's a few cottages, but nothing of substance. And they have quite a few Ks of walking trails, so we're gonna unwind with a little bit of land action, get a little bit of exercise, I guess if you can call it that, after we've been sitting on our butts and eating ice cream all day. I always think like it's so easy, but Jen's the one that's running around doing all the walks. So the Canadian Air Force is back out again. The mosquitoes. Oh my God, holy Jesus.
Yeah.
It might be a short walk. Or it's gonna be a run.
I don't know how they do it, but they even bite me through my pants. Like, I'm wearing yoga pants, but they still bite through. I don't know how they do it, seriously. Okay, well, that ended very quickly. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
they are ferocious. And this is only the second night that that we've been out in it. Like at Buckhorn last night, when we weren't vlogging, the Canadian Air Force is out again. And tonight, so I wonder if it's just this region or if it's this time of year or this time of day. Oh.
Either way, time for dinner.
Olive and Ray dropped off a few local brews to our boat last night, and we have 2 of them to try tonight. We have the Bobcaygeon Brewing Company Hefeweizen called Houseboat, which is very fitting because we are in the land of houseboats. And then we have the Muskoka Brewery Craft Lager. But the Kirby is on it, which looks like this tour tugboat. To look up what that is.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It says it has like a banana and wheat flavor.
Perfect flavor for the banana, man.
Yeah, it says it's made with bananas, or has a banana flavoring, which kind of does.
Can you taste it?
Delicious. I think I can.
Okay. Oh yeah, you can taste banana.
That's great. Thank you guys.
Tonight for dinner we have white rice and then like a Korean barbecue tofu and some like sauteed steamed broccoli.
Looks amazing. Smells good.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's spicy. It has the like tang and then it has like a spice to it, so it's really good.
Thoughts?
I don't know. This is probably the most realistic version of show and show. There are computers going. My computer is working on overtime because it's exporting a video, and I'm also prepping another video, so it's super hot. We have dinner out, but then there's also like all the other SIM cards, headphones, coffee cups, water bottles, all on the table.
Thank you so much for watching our video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see our next journey down the Trent.